For the longest time, I've always gotten comments on my videos that sometimes said something like this: why is literally every comment a K-pop fan? Oh my gosh, the comments are filled with K-pop fans. Hey Terry, just so you know, you have a lot of Korea boos in your comment section. You might want to work on that. And I never acknowledged it, you know, I never said anything about it. I never responded to comments like these. I never really gave comments like these attention. And it wasn't because I really didn't want to or because I necessarily disagreed. To be honest, they're right to an extent. My videos always, I mean like always, and I even joke with some of my friends about this, but my videos always have a lot of K-pop fans in my comment section. And this is something that I know like maybe it would have bothered some people, but I don't think it ever really bothered me. This for me was always kind of taken as a reminder of where I began and where I started on YouTube. A lot of you guys know this because I've said it multiple times in multiple videos, but the first kind of videos that I really started to make on my channel were my Korean interview reaction type videos, where I would interview native Koreans living here in Korea, and I would show them and ask them to react and give their opinion on pop culture. And for about a year, you know, it was a big hit. You know, a lot of videos got like hundreds of thousands of views, sometimes 1 million views. But after a year, I kind of stopped making those videos, and that was basically right when I was very interested in doing YouTube full time, and I really tried to push out videos similar to those. Unfortunately, the trend was dying at the time, and those videos kind of stopped getting views, and I realized, wow, I need to do something else in order to keep my channel going, in order to do this full time so I can pay my bills. Long story short, that's basically when I started to put my face in front of the camera, and I started to react to things myself. For the longest time, it's funny, I find that the way I think back then is similar to the way I find myself thinking these days, in that back then, I heavily did not want myself to become a reaction channel that, you know, posted 1, 2, maybe 3 videos a day of me just reacting to all kinds of different things. I very much was proud of my work as a creator. I was proud of the videos that took me a little bit longer to make, that took definitely a lot more work. But at the same time, there was the other part of me that was thinking more realistically and telling myself, hey, you can keep trying to, you know, find a hit, you know, and often it's a miss with these videos, but the fact is, you know, you are not making diddly squat. You're not going to be able to pay your bills. How are you ever going to find paramount success if you just keep this up? And I told myself, okay, fine. I saw so many reaction channels at that time grow from 10,000 subscribers, and some of them now 10 million subscribers. And they did that all by just making these goofy, wonky, silly reaction videos. And at that time, I thought to myself, this really isn't that entertaining. It's not that fun. Why would I bother to make videos and content like this that I don't really find that interesting? But at the time, unfortunately, I literally had almost no choice, because my channel was a reaction channel, but it wasn't that kind. But unfortunately, switching over to doing those kind of reactions, several videos a day, reacting to anything, it was still kind of in my realm of reach, and it was still kind of something that I was able to do and I had some skill with, being a former reaction channel. So I decided to do it, you know, and the next few months actually, you know, completely kickstarted my YouTube channel, and that's where I really started to grow and, you know, become something on YouTube, to the point of where I am now. And yeah, over time, you know, like I continued to pump out those videos. I didn't only react to random things, I also kept like a lot of K-pop things going as well. I don't know if you guys are still following along, but my point is, I never strayed completely away from not doing any K-pop reactions. So I basically tried to always keep it kind of 50-50. I would react to some funny American viral stuff, and then the next day or the same day, I'd come out with a video that was, you know, like a K-pop or a funny K-pop moments reaction video. In the back of my mind, I always felt that I shouldn't just stick to making the K-pop reaction videos, and I shouldn't just stick to making the American type of content reaction videos, because people want to see both from me. When I first started off making my reaction videos with my own face, I was making K-pop reactions, I was making American content reactions, and sure, my K-pop reactions naturally garnered more views because that's what I had kind of built my fan base on prior. And the American reactions, of course, they were getting a little bit less views, but eventually they started to take off themselves. As more and more time went by, I started to realize that no matter what video I made, I always had K-pop commenters in my comment section. And the craziness aside, K-pop fans without a doubt are some of the most loyal and ride or die fans on the internet, period. And my point of this video is that without having those K-pop fans, you know, my core audience that was with me from the start and even continues to support me today, without you guys watching my videos, supporting me, and going over to my other videos that, you know, you may not normally watch, because you guys were such supportive fans, you helped me continue to grow, and you helped me continue to do different types of content and continue to test myself, and you've really allowed me to do other things that I've wanted to do. And because of that, that is the reason why to this day I still have a lot of K-pop fans always in my comment section. They are still a big part of where I came from as a YouTuber, where I started, and I think it's just kind of a part of who I am. You guys may have noticed that there's been a severe drop in content that actually revolves around K-pop, and that's because part of me wanted to just test and to see if I could survive without making any K-pop content. The part of me that would always look at the comment section and would read these comments that say, "Terry, you have so many K-pop fans in your comment section." Part of me wanted to just kind of see if I could survive without making K-pop content, without making anything really K-related, and just to see if I could still survive, if there was still a place for me on YouTube. But at the end of the day, I know there's going to be a time where I want to eventually settle back in the States, you know, and leave Korea. I don't know when that time will be exactly, because I feel like the part of my life where I'm still spending time and learning about Korea is not over yet. But essentially, I kind of wanted to make my channel sustainable without needing to depend on Korea, without needing to live in Korea. And that's why the last 6 months or so, you guys have probably noticed that I really haven't made hardly any K-pop related content, and I've really just been focusing on pushing my American content. And in a way, I've kind of even noticed that, you know, like the webtoons, the scary stories, in a way, I'm still kind of attracting the same kind of audience K-pop fans would be attracted to. And so I realized, dang, like I'm not technically making any K-pop videos, but I still am attracting a lot of K-pop fans because they love these webtoons and they love these scary stories. And that's why if you fast forward to maybe just like the last 2 months, I've really tried hard to kind of eliminate all of that from my channel and just to see if I could survive even then. And you know what? It's just simply amazing, because even so, even despite the fact that I have dropped all forms of K-pop related content from my channel, you guys are still there. You guys are still watching me and you're still supporting me, K-pop fans. And that's essentially why I'm making this video, is to thank you guys for being there for me, for giving me a chance to pursue different things and create different types of content. Even to this day, if you look at my comment section, and I still look at my comment section every day, there are still a lot of K-pop fans that leave me comments. And I know some people like maybe leaving comments like, "Dang, Terry, like you only have K-pop fans watching you." But I don't really see it that way. For me, the way I see it is that if there are a lot of K-pop fans in my comment section, then those are just fans that have been supporting me and still truly support me, because they definitely didn't find me from my recent videos, because they have nothing to do with K-pop, so they must have been finding me from other videos or older videos that I haven't even made in months, yet they are still coming, and they are still coming over to watch my newest videos and to comment and support me. And so to that, I just want to say thank you, K-pop fans. Thank you for being there for me, thank you for supporting me, and thank you for continuing to stick with me despite me not necessarily producing the things that you really want to see. I just can't say enough, and I just think it's really cool that we have this kind of community on YouTube. And as far as I know, I really don't know if there's any other YouTuber that has been able to go from a, you know, almost complete K-pop channel and transition over to something that has almost nothing to do with K-pop today and is still, you know, kind of semi-successful, whatever you would call my success. So to me, I don't get bothered when I see comments like that saying, "Oh, Terry, you have so many K-pop fans in your comment section. Oh my gosh, this comment section filled with K-boos." To me, I'm just thankful that you guys are still here and still watching me. Other people from the outside, when they see the comment section, they might not know what's going on. They might be like thrown off for a minute or so. But me and you guys, I'm sure we both know you know, what's actually happening and the truth, and that you guys have just been there since the beginning. And that's what I'm constantly reminded of when I look at the comments sometimes. And yeah, that's I think that's all I wanted to say for this video. I just wanted to thank you guys. Also, one little thing before I forget, I don't want people to get the wrong idea and just think that maybe potentially I was just using K-pop as an avenue to grow, to eventually get to where I am now and do things that are completely unrelated to K-pop. I don't want you to think that, because that's not the case. I think for me, what really happened was at the beginning when I stopped making my Korean interview reaction type of videos, and I realized I had to put my face in front of the camera, and I just had to try, you know, becoming one of those reaction channels where they made a lot of videos every day. I more or less kind of just got caught up with that, you know, and I kind of forgot about the things that I wanted to do, you know, the bigger things that I really wanted to create eventually. And basically before I knew it, you know, 3 months passed and I was still spamming out these videos, you know, 6 months passed, I'm still spamming out these videos, and, you know, it was really right around that time as a few more months later passed and I started to realize, like, hey, I've been so caught up just with the growth and with the views that I forgot about doing things that I actually have genuine interest in and things that I'm actually proud of making. And so it was really around that time where I really started to, you know, change up my content, and that's why I started to make not only less K-pop videos, but also less, you know, reaction type videos that, you know, I kind of grew on. I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to understand this whole video, but if you are and you stuck around to the end, I think you'll be able to get the best idea of what I went through as a YouTuber, as I grew and as I adapted and as I learned. And I just hope you understand why I'm thankful for you guys, and I just hope you understand where I came from and all the way to where I am now. Thanks again for watching, guys. So until next time, we will see you guys in the next video. Good night.